Figuring out which stateroom is the best option for your Disney cruise can get overwhelming fast. Stick around until the very end of this video to see if a Deluxe Oceanview stateroom is best for you and your family. I'm Carolyn with Magical Planning, where we make planning your Disney World, Disneyland, Universal, and cruise vacations simple and stress-free. Today, we're touring an Aladdin-themed Oceanview stateroom on the brand new Disney Treasure. If you're wondering what these rooms look like, what's included, and whether they're worth the price, you're in the right place. We'll explore every corner of the room, check out the Aladdin details, and go over the pros and cons so you can decide if this category fits your family. Whether it's your first cruise or your 10th, there's something here you'll want to know, so let's go explore this whole new world together. So first thing you notice when you walk into this Aladdin stateroom is that the theming is absolutely stunning. But it's not overwhelming. Disney did such a good job with this. You get those beautiful rich colors of the purples, the teals, and golds. They remind you of Agrabah and the Cave of Wonders, but it doesn't feel like you're sleeping in a cartoon. It's elegant and sophisticated. The room is about 220 square feet, which is pretty standard for a Deluxe Oceanview on Disney Cruise Line ships. That might sound small if you're used to hotel rooms, but Disney is really smart about how they design these spaces. Everything has a purpose, and there's actually more storage than you'd expect. So let's talk about where everyone sleeps, because this is super important when you're planning a Disney cruise with kids or a larger family. You've got a queen-size bed right here, which is really comfortable. Disney bedding is always top-notch, and the beds are known to be super, super comfortable. And something worth noting, unlike most other cruise lines, this bed cannot be separated, which can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on your group. Now, over here, you've got the couch that your stateroom host is happy to make into a bed each night for a third person, and there's a pull-down bunk bed for a fourth. This is one of the pros of this room layout. It is perfect for kids. Most Deluxe Oceanview staterooms sleep up to 4 people, and these bunks are ideal for children. While I forgot to grab a picture of the bunk beds during this cruise, here is a photo of the same kind of bunk beds, but on the Disney Wish, just so you have an idea of what they look like set up. But here's one of the cons I want to be real about. These bunk beds are definitely designed for kids. If you have 2 extra adults in the room, or if you have teenagers who are on the taller side, these might feel pretty cramped. The weight limit is 220 pounds, and they're just not super spacious. So if you're cruising with older kids or adults, you might want to consider either a different stateroom category or connecting staterooms. All right, now this is one of my absolute favorite features of the Disney Cruise Line staterooms, and it's a total game changer for families, the split bathroom. So instead of having one bathroom that everyone's fighting over in the morning, you've got 2 separate spaces. Over here, you have the toilet and sink in one room, and then right next door, you've got the shower and another sink. This means 2 people can get ready at the same time, which is huge when you're trying to get everyone ready for breakfast or for a port day. I cannot tell you how much stress this eliminates, especially if you're cruising with kids. One parent can help the little ones brush their teeth while someone else is showering. It's honestly one of the smartest designs Disney has ever done for their cruise ships. The shower has great water pressure and is very large for a cruise ship shower, so you don't feel claustrophobic. And don't forget these amazingly soft Disney Cruise Line towels. They are the best. It's little luxuries like that that just make the whole Disney Cruise Line experience feel special. Now let's talk about storage, because I know a lot of people worry about where to put all of their things on a cruise ship, and with good reason. So Disney Cruise Line has lots and lots of closet space. So here you've got this big closet with shelves and hanging space, and then there's a second closet right next to it, and there's room for dresses, button-up shirts, whatever you need for formal night or pirate night on your Disney cruise. Under the bed, there's a ton of space, and I mean a ton. You can slide your suitcase right underneath there and get them completely out of the way. There's also drawers built right into the nightstands, plus this little desk area if you need to do any work or planning. Honestly, for a cruise ship stateroom, this storage is really good. I've sailed on other cruise lines where you're basically living out of your suitcase the whole time, but on Disney Cruise Line, you can actually unpack and settle in. Let's talk about the window situation, because this is where we get into another pro and con. So this room is a Deluxe Oceanview stateroom, which means that you have this large porthole window. It doesn't open, but it does let in a beautiful amount of natural light, and you get those ocean views that make a cruise so special. There's nothing quite like waking up and seeing the water right outside your window, or watching the ports come into view as you arrive at places like Cozumel or Disney's private island Castaway Cay. The pro here is obvious. Natural light makes the room feel bigger and more inviting, and you have that connection to the ocean throughout your Disney Treasure cruise. Okay, but here's the con. Some people really prefer having a veranda or balcony, and I'm gonna admit I'm usually one of them. With an ocean view stateroom, you can't open the window, obviously, so if having outdoor space in your room is important to you, you're gonna wanna upgrade to a family ocean view veranda or another veranda category. Those cost more, but it just depends on what matters most to you and your budget. One more thing I want to mention before we wrap up the tour, and this is important. Deluxe Oceanview staterooms are typically located on the lower decks of the Disney Treasure, or they might be on decks 6, 7, or 8, but they're going to be at the very, very front of the ship or the very, very back, also known as the aft. The lower decks are actually great if you have kids or anyone in your family who tends to get seasick, because you feel less motion down there. You're also closer to the kids club and some of the main dining areas, which can be super convenient. But if you're someone who wants to be in the middle of the ship on a higher deck where you're close to the pools and all of the action, just keep in mind that the Ocean View staterooms might not be that prime location. It's not necessarily a con, it's just something to be aware of when you're booking your Disney cruise. Be sure to talk to your travel advisor about exactly where your room will be located so there are no surprises. So let's do a quick recap of everything we just covered about the Aladdin-themed Deluxe Oceanview stateroom on the Disney Treasure. The pros, the layout, and those split bathrooms are absolutely perfect for families. It really makes such a difference. The Aladdin theming is gorgeous, but not over the top. It is just the right amount of Disney magic. You've got plenty of storage space to actually unpack and feel at home during your cruise. And that large porthole window brings in tons of natural light and gives you beautiful ocean views. The cons, those bunk beds are definitely best for kids. They're just too small for most adults. The large porthole window may not be everybody's cup of tea. Some might prefer a veranda stateroom instead so they can get fresh air and have outdoor space in their room. And the location of these staterooms is usually on lower decks or at the front or back of the Disney Treasure, which may or may not matter to you depending on your priorities. At the end of the day, Deluxe Oceanview staterooms are a fantastic option for families who want a comfortable, well-designed space without jumping up to the veranda pricing. If you found value from this tour, please do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps this video reach more Disney fans and families planning their vacations. And don't forget, you can visit the Magical Planning website, which is linked below in the description, and you can grab yourself a super helpful free digital download that compares all of the Disney Cruise Line ships. Or if you're ready to book, fill out my Getting to Know You form on the website, and we can get started planning your very own Disney cruise. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.